All right, so I'm going to show you how to create a bedroom in one-point perspective. So in the handout I give you, it shows you how it starts you with having a box and then making an X. Sorry, it starts with an X on your page and then making a box and then putting the vanishing point in the middle of that. There's a completely different way that you can do it that's a little more interesting. So I'm just going to take this and around somewhere in the center, I'm going to put my vanishing point. So I'm going to put it right there. Why not? And then from that vanishing point, from the corner of your paper to the vanishing point, you're going to draw some lines. Basically what you're doing right now is you are creating from the corner of my paper to my vanishing point. You are creating the walls of your room. So from the corner of my paper to my vanishing point. From the corner of my paper to my vanishing point. So now that you've done this, you're gonna have to decide, do you want this to be like a room that looks like it goes really far in the distance? Or do you want this to be like do you want a really deep space? Or do you want a really shallow space? If you want a really deep space, you're gonna put a really small square back here. So if I wanted it to look really deep, I would take my ruler and I would put in a tiny little square back here. Remember to try to keep your ruler as straight as possible, but if it's not super straight, that's okay. You can always just kind of have a little lopsided looking things. Now you can see that looks like it's a room that goes really, 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 really far into the back. Remember, one-point perspective is trying to create this illusion that things are going towards the back of a room. So this makes it look like you have a room that's really big. Look how long these walls are. You're standing right here. This is a really deep room. If you want your room to look less deep and more shallow, you're gonna put a bigger box on this X. Because that big box then makes it look like the back of the room is closer to you. I'm erasing everything I don't need. Now this is how you make it look more shallow. It looks like everything is just stopping right there rather than going back to that tiny square in the back. So that's how you make the back wall of your bedroom.